It's time to face the truth. You're not living as you were meant to. You feel it, don't you? That restless fire in your mind, body, and emotions. That ache for something more, something divine, something eternal. You weren't born to drift through life, half man, half shadow, chasing illusions of power or pleasure. You were born to rise, to embody cosmic masculinity, to become the paragon of your sex, forging a soul through the fire of spiritual work. If even a piece of this feels true, then, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you never miss the truth meant to find you, and drop a comment below. Your truth might help someone else wake up. You are temporary, suspended in space and time, a fleeting spark in the cosmos, God's bold bet against darkness. There's a sexual darkness between you and woman, a void where different laws govern your masculine essence. Yet as a human, you share the same level as others, bound by divine laws and interests. The devil whispers lies, that your spirituality and sexuality can't coexist. Angelic wisdom calls you to stand firm, to navigate this void, to reconcile your contradictions in a cosmic relationship that shines with divine light. This isn't just about being a man. This is about becoming the epitome of masculinity, a cosmic force that unites mind, body, and emotions to build a soul worthy of heaven. So listen close. The angels are watching, and they're calling you to rise. 1. The duty of cosmic masculinity. Face the darkness. Cosmic masculinity isn't a title you claim. It's a duty, a posture, a stand against the sexual darkness that threatens to consume you. Without this stand, without facing the truth in that darkness, you're an imposter, a shadow of a man, living a lie. The angels teach, cosmic masculinity is the epitome of spiritual evolution. It's not just about strength or desire. It's about aligning your mind, body, and emotions with the divine blueprint of manhood. You are God's bet against the darkness of death and the devil. But the devil works overtime to tear you apart. He tricks you into believing that spirituality and sexuality are enemies, that to be holy, you must deny your desires, or to be sexual, you must abandon your soul. This is his favorite torment, sexual dissatisfaction, the pain of wasting your energy for the sake of image, leaving you fractured and unfulfilled. Angelic wisdom cuts through the lie. Sexuality doesn't oppose spirituality. It's the fire that fuels it. To become a man, you must face the chaos of the sexual darkness and the destruction of your false self, embracing them as divine steps toward a higher order. Only then can you forge a soul worthy of heaven's eternal light. 2. The devil's trick, dividing spirituality and sexuality. The devil's greatest trick is sinister in its simplicity. He fools you into thinking the righteous path forbids sexual satisfaction, chaining you to a life of denial or reckless indulgence. He offers two false choices. Be spiritual and deny your sexuality, living as a hollow saint, your desires festering in the shadows. Be sexual and abandon spirituality, chasing fleeting pleasures that leave your soul empty. Or worse, he tempts you with a twisted lie, that spirituality excuses promiscuity, that reckless desire is somehow divine. These are traps designed to fracture your mind, body, and emotions. The devil unites humans in a false peace, promising love, promising freedom, only to divide them further, leaving you restless, unmoored, and spiritually diseased. He thrives on your confusion, blurring the lines between the human and sexual levels, ensuring you never become the paragon of your sex. Angelic wisdom pierces this deception. Sex does not align with virtue or sin. It's a parallel level, a horizontal force that runs alongside the vertical path from animal to angel. Cosmic masculinity reconciles these contradictions through the good pain of spiritual work, navigating the chaos of desire and the destruction of illusions to forge a higher order, a soul worthy of heaven. 3. The levels, the human and the sexual. You cannot become the paragon of your sex without understanding the levels that define your existence. Angelic wisdom teaches, as a human, you share the same level with others, operating under the same divine laws, united by common human interests, truth, growth, and the pursuit of God. On this human level, you are a soul in motion, bound by the same sacred quest to build a soul worthy of heaven. But as a sexual being, you, as a man, exist on a distinct level from woman, each governed by different laws, separated by a void of sexual darkness, born when humanity fell from heaven into Adam and Eve. This void is not a flaw, it's a divine design, a crucible for transformation. Human sexuality is binary, a maximal tension between masculine and feminine, unlike the diluted polarity of simpler creatures, like mushrooms with their thousands of genders. On the human level, you share purpose with woman. On the sexual level, you are opposites. Your masculine level governed by laws of courage, discipline, and creation, while hers nurtures grace and wisdom. This polarity sparks the power to become more man, to help her become more woman. Without perceiving this distinction, you'll fall into the devil's trap, confusing the human and sexual levels, collapsing the sacred into the profane, losing your divine masculine essence. The angels demand clarity. The sexual darkness between you and woman must be navigated, not denied. Face the good pain of this truth, embracing the chaos of polarity as a path to a higher order, and you'll begin to build a soul worthy of heaven. 4. The evolutionary purpose, heaven's blueprint for sexuality. You are not an accident. You are finite, woven into the fabric of creation, a fleeting spark in God's cosmic bet against darkness. Your existence traces a divine sequence, the fall of light from heaven into itself, splitting into cosmos, orderly physical evidence, and chaos, the biological mystery. The apparition of life on earth, a spark of divine possibility igniting the experiment. The evolution of life from simple forms to ape, building a platform for complexity. And finally, the development from ape to human through external diabolic experience, temptation, struggle, darkness, and internal angelic experience, wisdom, courage, divine alignment. This movement, from heaven's light to human form, is God's wager against death and the devil. Chaos and destruction are not your enemies. They are divine catalysts, part of the order of life that generates new, higher structures through disintegration. Nature didn't create you to simply survive, nor are humans or their binary sexuality its ultimate purpose. Nature's role is to experiment, to ensure perpetual movement, creating a platform for the human blueprint to emerge, triggered by the divine attractor in heaven. Animal sexuality, driven by instinct, seeks reproduction and survival, diluted across countless forms, like the thousands of genders in mushrooms. Human sexuality, binary and intense, is designed for a sacred purpose beyond nature's goals. It creates maximal tension between you and woman, enabling a cosmic relationship that reconciles the human and sexual levels. This relationship, human and sexual, spiritual and biological, transforms the animal third of the couple into the divine third, where you work for God. Humans and their binary sexuality are not nature's end, but God's means, a temporary experiment to forge souls through sacred unions. Angelic wisdom calls you to stand firm. You are the culmination of heaven's light, a temporary bet against darkness. Embrace the good pain of navigating chaos and destruction, and build a soul that shines with divine light. 5. The 4 abilities of cosmic masculinity. To become a man, a true man, a cosmic man, you need 4 essential abilities, forged through the good pain of spiritual work. The individual ability to pair fight. You must stand alone, facing the darkness within. Fight the battle against your fears, doubts, and unspent desires, confronting the chaos within your sexual level. This is the good pain of discipline, of channeling your sexual energy into creation, not destruction, forging a masculine strength that endures. The social ability to generate social emotional events. You're not an island. On the human level, you share purpose with others, creating meaning through real connections, not shallow ties. Stir emotions, build bonds, lead with purpose that resonates across the human plane. This pain of vulnerability transforms you from animal to human, aligning your emotions with divine intent. The personal ability to make a woman grow into a woman. Your masculinity is defined by its opposite on the sexual level. A true man lifts a woman to her fullest femininity, helping her shine as a paragon of her sex, nurturing her grace and wisdom across the void. This requires the pain of patience, of seeing her truth, of loving through the sexual darkness with unwavering respect. The cosmic ability to unite under the rule of God. Your ultimate duty is to align with the divine, uniting your mind, body, and emotions with a woman's in a cosmic relationship that transcends the void. This is the deepest pain, the pain of surrendering to a higher truth, of working for God's purpose as a couple, not just as an individual. These abilities aren't gifts, they're earned through the good pain of spiritual work, the fire that forges a soul through the chaos and destruction of transformation, making you a paragon of masculinity. 6. The void between man and woman. Embrace the mystery. Between you and woman lies a void, a sexual fracture, a darkness born in the fall of light from heaven. This void separates your masculine sexual level, governed by laws of courage and creation, from her feminine level, ruled by grace and nurturing, while on the human level, you share the same divine purpose. Angelic wisdom teaches the darkness between you and woman must be managed, not denied. When you run from it, you become a lesser man, blinded by self-calming lies, consumed by the devil's tricks, unable to fulfill your temporary role in God's cosmic bet. The good pain of facing this void is what makes you a paragon of masculinity. It's the pain of seeing the feminine clearly, not as a mirror of your ego, but as a divine opposite on a different sexual level. It's the pain of holding the tension of polarity, not collapsing it into confusion or competition. The devil wants you to blur the human and sexual levels, creating men with diluted egos, stripping your masculine essence. The angels call you to stand firm, to be a paragon of masculinity, to build a soul through the pain of truth amidst chaos. 7. The devil's strategy. Division in the name of peace. The devil's strategy is insidious. He doesn't destroy with chaos. He destroys with false unity. He unites humans in the name of peace and love, only to divide them further, sowing discord across the human and sexual levels. He whispers, spirituality and sexuality can't coexist. He pushes matriarchal corruption, collapsing levels, making the horizontal sexual level seem vertical, the lower seem higher, the emotional seem spiritual. This is why you see men and women competing, not complementing. Socialist schools breed sex wars, turning men into shadows with diluted egos, praising in women what you should embody yourself, losing your masculine nature. Angelic wisdom exposes this lie. God divides to unite higher, while the devil unites to divide further. Cosmic masculinity reconciles the fracture, embracing the good pain of spiritual work to restore the divine balance between you and woman through the chaos of transformation, honoring your temporary existence as God's bet against darkness. 8. Sacred sexuality, the path to divine work. Sex isn't the opposite of virtue or sin, it's a parallel level, distinct from the human level where you share divine purpose with others. Animal sexuality, driven by instinct, seeks reproduction and survival, diluted across countless forms like the thousands of genders in mushrooms. Your human sexuality, binary and intense, is designed for a sacred purpose beyond nature's goals, to create maximal tension with woman, fueling the vertical climb from animal to angel.